Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 225th episode of Wildcats. My name is D-Wall, and as you just heard, some announcements there by Shazine Fria, and some announcements that I'm pretty sure are pretty shocking to say the least. I mean, we know now Beatrix Decker will be the next challenger for the Wildcats Championship, and that is happening at the anniversary celebration show. But we also found out that Nicole Natasha will be out for a period of time, and we're going to determine, I guess, an interim DCA Goddess Champion. And the first of our fatal four-way qualifying matches is going to happen right now. Here comes Madison Starr. And again, this is shocking news, but not surprising considering the injuries that Nicole suffered at the hands of Beatrix Decker. We're going to crown a new Goddess Champion here tonight. Well, not here tonight, but we're going to find out who's going to be in the running to be the new Goddess Champion tonight. And we don't know when we don't know when or if Nicole's ever going to return after the beating she took and the injury she sustained. I mean, they were numerous in nature, to which the medical team has not officially, disclosed that information publicly, but she was already going into that match with cracked ribs to begin with, and then when you add in the fact that she got kicked in the head as hard as Beatrix could kick her, the amount of blood loss she took after hitting the edge of the steel steps like she did, I mean, I don't know. And no one's been able to reach her either since that night. Just another victim of Beatrix Decker's violence. As you see, Ayumi Otanashi, former Fever champion, former Queens of Wrestling Joshi champion, in the ring. Participant number 2 of our 4 women. We don't know who's in these 4-way matches. Shazine just literally announced it now. So I'm guessing she already had an idea of who was going to be in these matches earlier, but these women didn't until, I guess, right up until the bell time here, as Nova Kane comes out. And Nova Kane, who, let's be honest, she showed out at Redemption against Elvana Morgan, who, by the way, Elvana Morgan, who beat Nova Kane and now is in a 6-pack gauntlet to determine who faces either Beatrix or Eve at Death and Defiance. But for anyone who doubts the ability of Nova Kane, she proved everyone wrong at Redemption, even in a loss. And if she wins tonight, if she wins this match, she will head to the anniversary celebration with a shot to become the new Goddess Champion. And Nova Kane's gonna rub that in everyone's faces if she does it. And now we're gonna see. Oh, here we go. Entrant number 4 is a former Wildcats champion. In the shadow herself, the Cheshire Cat of the Looking Glass, Amy Lynn. And Amy Lynn, by the way, who said she was looking for Wildcats Championship gold, but I guess Shazine decided she's gonna put her in this match instead. And to be honest, this is a fine pick. I won't lie. You got a former Wildcats champion, you got a former Fever champion, you got Madison Starr, who's a former champion in her own right, and you got Nova Kane, who's a former Rising Star slash Diamonds champion. So you got 4 credible athletes in this matchup, and the winner of this match is going to qualify for the anniversary show to see who will become the new Goddess champion. And speaking of the Looking Glass, we're supposed to hear later on tonight from Ovana Morgan, who's supposed to be calling out Juliet Starling after their tense encounter at Redemption. Also, as the bell rings, we are underway. Also, we are going to see Ellie Rose and Bree George go one-on-one after their encounter at Redemption, after American Obsession assaulted the tag team champion Sugarcast after they successfully retained the championships against the Lotus Collective. And we're going to have an update, by the way, on the Lotus Collective later on tonight, as we're supposed to hear from Yuki Marie. She's kept saying she's wanting time on the show tonight to address the Lotus Collective, and she's going to get that time later on. Also, Danny Rojas is going to be making another open challenge for her Diamonds Championship, and it was accepted. If you saw social media, it was accepted by by Jamie Fury. So Jamie Fury is going to be trying to dethrone Danny Rojas tonight, and Ariane Sophie Jones is also here, and she will be competing tonight to hopefully get a shot at Danny, championship or not, down the line. So a lot of stuff going down here tonight on Wildcats, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for joining on this huge loaded night. As now Amy Lynn has got Nova in a gut-wrench German suplex. Deadlifted her up off the mat for it. Fatal 4-way rules, obviously no disqualifications, no countouts. So these the two women outside, Ayumi and Madison, and then the 2 women inside, Nova Kane and Amy Lynn, can use whatever they want, any weapon they want in this contest to assault the other woman. As now Nova tried to use a kendo stick, but it was thwarted by Madison Starr, who gives her a Northern Lights suplex on the outside. Is now Ayumi with a knee to Amy Lynn on the inside of the ring. And now Ayumi quickly going for a cover, and only a 1 count. Again, this is 1 fall to a finish. Unlike the gauntlet we're going to see, first time ever gauntlet match, first time ever 6-person gauntlet match at DCA's 12-year anniversary celebration. We're going to see 6 women competing for a shot at the Wildcats title, and 6 credible women at that. In Ovana Morgan, Heather Ray, Haley Jonas, Carmen Cortez, Vanessa Price, and Morgan Raycroft. And the one question I have is what condition Morgan is in after she was attacked and kidnapped by the Lotus Collective. She was eventually found laid out in the back, or laid out somewhere, and the only thing that I know for sure is if Morgan Raycroft has a shot at becoming a 2-time Wildcats champion, she's going to take it no matter what condition she's in. Just like all these women are looking to do the exact same thing. They are looking to become the Goddess champion here. And now Irish whip to Amy Lynn sending Ayumi all the way into the turnbuckles. And now a brainbuster by Madison. And you know that Amy Lynn would love to bring the Goddess title back to the Succubus Club. Even if Beatrix Decker decided that the most humiliating way to give Nicole a win, quote unquote, is the way she went about doing it at Redemption. And where did that win, quote unquote, get Nicole? Not very far, because she's no longer, at least as of right now, she's no longer the Goddess champion. I mean, yeah, Shazine said interim champion, but I mean, you got to wonder how long that interim was going to be permanent, if it's already permanent. I mean, yeah, I'm the owner of the company, obviously, and I could make the final decision, but I left that to Shazine and Lucinda to handle, and it seems like they both handled it, and this is how they're handling it. So, you know, I trust their judgment, and I know that's shocking for me to say I trust Shazine's judgment, but so far she's been making the right calls. At least I gotta call it like I see it. She has been very effective as a co-GM so far since she returned at Cyber Chase. Meanwhile, Amy Lynn and Ayumi going at it. Double foot stomp by Amy Lynn. But back up and back down. And back up again. Nova Kane using that steel chair very effectively until she gets flapjacked on it. And all four of these women, you know, are going to leave it all out there for a shot at this championship. And here's the thing, they don't know who the other four women are going to be later on tonight that's going to be competing to face whoever wins this match. So they got to keep that in mind as well as the anniversary special approaches in just a few days' time, a few weeks' time, if at the latest. Live from Miami. That's now Amy Lynn with an uppercut. And now Ayumi, you know Ayumi would love to be a champion again. She has not been a champion in DCA since she lost the Fever Championship back at Revelations 2 in 2014. That was a long time ago. And Ayumi would love another shot at it. Here's the cover by Madison. 2, no. And you know Madison Starr, one of the most beloved women in all of VWU and all of DCA especially, would love a shot at a championship here. Former DCA Wildcats Tag Team Champion, ironically enough, with Jamie Fury, who we will see competing for the Diamonds title. Hey, oh, there's the last shot by Amy Lynn, but Ayumi right there trying to steal the pin, but it wasn't going to happen with Amy Lynn right there in front. And now an air raid crash neck breaker, and Ayumi's got the kendo stick, but now Ayumi's getting intercepted by Amy Lynn. Uh-oh, but Madison drops her. Suplex backbreaker. Nova Kane and Ayumi fighting amongst themselves. They can't see it, but Amy Lynn kicks out. And that would have been a one-way ticket for Madison if she had ended up winning that. There's a clothesline by Ayumi. Full Nelson into a submission by Nova Kane, but Ayumi broke it up, and now Amy Lynn intercepting. Crossbody. Bulldog. Everybody's just ganging up on one another right now, but that's what you have to do in a four-way match like this. You got to keep your head on a swivel constantly. Madison getting sent into those chairs, and then Amy with the steel chairs in the back of Nova Kane's head. She didn't see that coming. And Amy Lynn couldn't do it here with those two chair shots, but no. I honestly thought that was going to be it, because Nova Kane got cracked with those chairs twice, and she didn't see it coming. And Ayumi, normally she wouldn't do this type of thing, but I think preservation is the better part of valor right now in a match like this. Suplex on the chair. Suplex by Amy Lynn. Back suplex by Madison. And now off the ropes goes Amy Lynn into the last shot. And Madison is down, but she saw Amy Lynn right there. And now Nova with a chair. And if there weren't two other people in the ring, Nova Kane could have got a pinfall right there. And it looks like she's about to do it. But Ayumi's back up, and so is Amy Lynn, and they both break it up. And now Amy Lynn going after Ayumi. Arm breaker. Nova Kane with a takedown. And there's the Striker Sigma explosion on Nova Kane. But Madison Starr intercepts it. That could have been a pin right there. And Madison going after Amy Lynn. And doesn't realize Ayumi's right there to take advantage and gets the 3 count. And Ayumi Otanashi. Amy Lynn's distraction inadvertently cost her. Look at this. That distraction cost her. And Ayumi, taking advantage of the chaos, pins Nova Kane. And Amy Lynn and Madison were fighting on the other side of the ring. So it's going to be Ayumi Otanashi moving on to the anniversary show to potentially become the next Goddess Champion. But who will she face? We will find that out later on tonight. But what a 4-way match to open up Wildcats. Well, now we have, I guess, our second match confirmed for Death and Defiance, because obviously the first one was the Wildcats title match, but now we know that Destiny Williams and Andy Jaden will have their long-awaited rematch, and that's going to happen at Death and Defiance, and that's going to be a show stealer, to say the least. But right now, we are going on with what I was talking about earlier. Ovana Morgan is going to confront Juliet Starling, and this is something that's been building for a while now, but this is something that I think a lot of people would say needed to happen. Ovana and Juliet, if you don't remember, were a very successful tag team known as the Lollipop Sensations, and then somewhere along the way that splintered. And now, after what happened at Redemption, it seems like Ovana's ready to, I guess, bury the hatchet, if you will. She's ready to, I guess, not necessarily make things right in the sense that everything's just going to be peachy right after this talk, because there's no way that can happen. Not after everything that they've been through, but at least to try and throw the olive branch out there, because she was the one that initiated this. She was the one that made this happen. So we're going to see how this plays out. And Ovana obviously wants to bury this thing right now, because she's got a six-pack challenge to deal with at the anniversary show. She can't have any distractions right now. We're going to hear from her right now. Oh, what the hell? What? Novocaine has just attacked Juliet Sterling on her way out of the building. I mean, yes, she was up. I'm sure she was upset about what happened when she just got pinned by Ayumi a few minutes ago, and she was ready to storm out of here, but I can't believe what we just saw, folks. Novocaine once again trying to stick it to Ivana, trying to one-up her, trying to embarrass her, and now she's going after her friends. She said she couldn't find the Succubus Club, so I guess that she would have taken out one of them too if they were here, but so she went for the next closest person to Ivana, and that's Juliet. And we're gonna try and get an update on Juliet sometime before this night is over. I hope that's the case. We can do that for everybody, but right now we're getting ready for our. I'm sorry if I'm kind of discombobulated here, folks. I didn't see that coming at all, but ladies and gentlemen, we are about set to get our Diamonds Championship match underway. Jamie Fury answering the challenge. Of course, Jamie Fury has been in a war with Lauren Richfield and Celeste Amir over the last couple of months to see who is the baddest on the roster. And I'm not just talking about Carmen. But now, considering she beat Lauren Richfield a few episodes ago, granted with a distraction, but she still won. Now she's answering Danny Rojas's open challenge, and if there's any woman who could try to take that belt away from Rojas, it is Jamie Fury. And here comes the Diamonds champion now, Danny Rojas. Danny, to be completely honest, has not shied away from defending that championship. The only thing is the fact that she has not yet faced Ariane Sophie Jones, and the only reason she feels like she doesn't want to give her that is because Danny feels like all Ariane has done is whine and complain, her words not mine, about wanting a rematch with her. And Danny says, I don't give out title matches, I don't give out matches against me for people like that. You go out and earn it. And you know, Ariane's done that. She already beat Kaede Saiba on the Countdown to Redemption. She's going to have another match tonight, and according to Danny's decree, if she wins that match tonight and wins one more, she gets the shot against Danny. So we're going to see. And again, Danny said whether she's champion or not, you win 3 matches, you get the shot against me. You get a match against me. So we'll see. Jamie Fury getting set. And again, Diamond's title on the line. Danny Rojas, this is her, I believe, her 3rd defense of the title since she won it from Heather Ray back at First Light. Title on the line. And I excuse me, she didn't win the title from Danny at First Light. I mean, Danny didn't win the title from Heather Ray at First Light. I apologize, folks, but here we go. Danny Rojas and Jamie Fury for the Diamonds Championship. And this should be a hell of a matchup, a fight, as Jamie slaps her and then drop kicks her. Obviously, Danny is going to be outsized and outmatched in the power department. There's a cover off the belly-to-belly suplex and just a 2 count. I don't think Danny is going to match power for power with Jamie, and she probably shouldn't. If she was smart, she shouldn't try and do that. But she can wear her down if she gets a hold of her. But Danny did defeat Heather Ray to become the Diamonds champion, and ever since she has been defending that championship at a breakneck pace. And now Danny, kick to the knee. And a La Magistral cradle. Can she hold her down, though? Not enough, only for a 1 count. Now Danny running in, gets caught. Irish whip into the corner, and oh, nope. Knee blocks it, and now Danny running in, and she hits nothing but the turnbuckle pad. And now here comes Jamie with the body shots and the strikes. And the power slam. And now kick to the midsection. Danny in trouble with a twisting neck breaker. And you could see the torque that she hit that with. There's the cover. This might be it. No. 2.5. And now in the corner again, Jamie sends Danny headfirst into the turnbuckle. And now, oh, here we go. Here's the power again with a Beal all the way across the ring. Danny doesn't know where she is, and she runs into a power slam. And now in the corner. In the corner again. Oh, no, countered. Clothesline countered. Danny now. Can she lift her up? She's got her up for a suplex. Maybe a brainbuster, but no. Shot blocked by onto Rojas by Jamie Fury. And now Fury, belly to belly again. Yeah, she hits it. And now, what is she thinking here? Look out. Going for something. Maybe that jackhammer she likes to hit, but... And the Irish whip, but headbutt by Rojas, and then gets dropped by Jamie Fury. And now look at this. Using the rope to her advantage. And big knee to the midsection. Kitchen sink by Jamie Fury. And now, Irish whip countered by Rojas. Off the ropes, and again another kitchen sink. And again, that power is the X factor that makes Jamie Fury such a powerhouse. That's redundant, but I'm specifically talking about the fact that her power is what made her such a success all the way in her entire career, wherever she's been. But Danny, that cunning and diabolical mind that she has, she's not called the God of Yara for no reason. If you know her history and you know what she's done, you know why that nickname was given to her. There's the cover. 1, 2, no. There's a region Michiko Melandro invested so much into her that she was the one who was the puppet master, so to speak, the number one of Michiko when she tried to frame Ruby Malone, when she went after Carmen Cortez like she did. Danny has the tools to get that done. That's why Michiko trusted her. But ever since Michiko got taken out by Carmen and Danny's been on her own, she's been a hell of a competitor. Cover, only a 1 count again. And she's been a hell of a champion, be more specific. Clothesline over the top rope. But Danny right back up, and Jamie doesn't realize a chop block from behind, and now crucifix pin. 1. Oh, again, just a 1 count. She cannot hold Jamie Fury down long enough for any kind of substantial pin on her. And that's the lack of strength in terms of between Jamie and Danny. Danny is never a power person. She was never someone with a lot of strength. She always used her smarts to get her by. But I don't know how smart this is with the constant slapping in the face of Jamie Fury. But she's going to do her best. There's another pair of slaps. Kick to the midsection. And now she's got her hooked up. Look at this. We've seen her hit this before. Spin out, Tiger Bomb. But the length of Jamie Fury getting her hands underneath the bottom rope, and now she's arguing with Ashley, and Jamie's right back up, and Danny doesn't realize it until now. Super kick. There's a cover. There's 2, and no. What a match we are seeing right now for the Diamonds Championship. And regardless of who wins this match, you got to think that Ariane Sophie Jones in the back is watching this very closely. There's a cover. Jackknife pin. And now Danny reverses into a sunset flip, but immediately gets countered by Jamie, using her power to her advantage, only a 2 count. Danny running in. Caught Jamie running in, I should say, and then just drops her right down. And look at the power there. Danny using everything she could, all the strength she could muster for that reverse suplex, and now go for an elbow drop, but Danny gets nothing but the mat. Jamie goes for a clothesline, nobody there. Back elbow. Going for a suplex, a clothesline, and then gets a knee. Off the ropes, another knee. Doing anything she can to keep Jamie down, but she does not stay down for very long. Drop kick. And now Danny's back up. Knee. And again, every time Danny tries to hit something, Jamie just gets right back up. And big DDT. Using all of her momentum to drive her head into the mat. There's 1. And again, just a 1. I don't know what Danny has to do at this point. Normally, in any kind of situation like this, she would try and go for any weapon possible to get an advantage. But she can't do that here. Well, I mean, she could. Oh, my God. That might be a cover. 1, 2, no. Again, I was going to say Danny could use a weapon. She could get disqualified and retain the championship, but I don't think Danny wants to win it that way. Yes, she's underhanded when she has to be. Yes, she's crafty when she has to be, but I don't think that she would want that stain on this championship run. She's lived her entire life with people underestimating her, with people thinking she's not good enough. And the fact that she has lasted this long as Diamonds champion is proving those people wrong. There's a power bomb. And now up top, big elbow drop, and she nailed it all. And I'm talking a violent drop with that elbow. And now she's gonna go for this black tiger bomb again. And this time, she hits it away from the ropes. But she doesn't go for the pin. Oh, wait, now she does. She might have taken all of the air out of herself. There's 2 finally, and not enough. She may have taken all the air out of herself, took an extra few seconds to collect herself before going for that pin, and that may have cost her. And now jawbreaker. And a big shot there by Jamie, trying to keep her down. And oh my God, just wasn't even a full clothesline. It was just a potato right to the head. And a third clothesline. And now Jamie, back body drop. Trying to get some momentum back on her side here. Spine buster. And Jamie saying this might be the end. Not just of Danny, but her championship reign. Super kick, no. Danny running in, trying to go for something. Kicked in the midsection, blocked. Elbow. From behind, look at this again. Sidewalk slam. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. And now, Jamie lining her up for something here. What's she thinking? Flying shoulder tackle. Nobody home. And now the crucifix pin once again. This time's got her down for 2, but that's all. Danny off the ropes, but oh my God. She got caught and dropped with a spine buster. And again, Jamie Fria. Oh, wait a minute. There's Lauren Richfield, the woman she beat a few episodes ago. There's the Celeste. The third woman in this triangle. Celeste and the Canadian Amazon and the Heavenly Goddess are beating the hell out of each other on the ramp. And meanwhile, Jamie Fria is watching it all go down. She's got to get back in the game here. And it looks like that's exactly what she's going to do. If she hits this jackhammer, it could be all over. Going for the jackhammer. She's got her up. No, but Danny reversing and a chop block. Chop block from behind, and now Danny. Oh no. Danny with a hammerlock DDT. Dropped her on her head, snapped it, and it's over. Just like that. Danny Rojas with the assist, unattended assist from and then look at this. The unattended assist from both Celeste and Lauren Richfield, and then she hits this, which she calls Viva Libertad. If you know her history, you know where that's from and who that represents. Someone Danny really cared about in her life. And Danny Rojas is still the Diamonds champion. Danny Rojas makes her third successful title defense. And you got a feel for Jamie Fria once again. Thanks to Lauren Richfield and now Celeste Amira, once again costing her another opportunity at a win, at a champion. Wait a minute! Barrel Bedlam! What the hell? And Barrel Bedlam going after Jamie Fria now. And a Charm City bomb. As if this whole thing between Lauren, Celeste, and Jamie couldn't get any more complicated. Now it seems like Barrel Bedlam wants to get her name in the hat. Land of the Giants indeed here on Wildcats, with these 4 women trying to tear each other apart. And I don't know what's going to happen when Lauren and Celeste find out about this too. Well, there you have it. Yuki Marie making her intentions perfectly clear about the status of Trinity, but you have to wonder if she's spreading herself too thin with all the people that she's trying to go after, all the people she's trying to help. She's just one person. She's just one person. And people keep trying to tell her this, and she just won't. I hate to be blunt, but she just won't listen to people. She's talking about going to help Charles and trying to go after the Batman Who Laughs, and then she's talking about trying to go after the whole Lotus Collective, but seemingly on her own. What happened at Redemption? I don't know, folks. I don't know. I just hope she knows what she's doing. And I know Oseko's going to be in the chat, or she's going to tweet and say that she does know what she's doing, but does she? Like, somebody at some point is going to have to really sit down with her and actually ask her, does she legitimately know what she's doing, or is she going to spread herself so thin that she won't be able to come back from what she's doing? That's the question I have. But ladies and gentlemen, breaking news, folks. I meant to mention this before, but I didn't realize that Yuki Marie was going to talk now. But the match between Ellie Rose and Bree George is not going to happen tonight. It's going to be SVR Sugar Kayla taking her place. Bree is not cleared to compete tonight, so it will be SVR Sugar Kayla taking her place. And hey, even still, that's a great match. And you know, these two women, Sugarcast, had got to be upset about what happened. I mean, it's Ellie and Envy's fault that Bree isn't cleared to wrestle here on this match anyway. So, regardless of that, Kayla is going to step in and fight for Sugarcast here in this match. So we are going to get a banger regardless between Ellie Rose and Kayla of Sugarcast right here, right now. Ellie Rose, former DCA Wildcats champion. And if I mentioned SVR Sugar's accomplishments, we'd be here all night, and maybe even till the next day. So instead of doing that, we're just going to go ahead and get this kicked off, as now back elbow avoided. And now Kayla with a gory bomb net breaker, trying to end it early. 1, 2, no. And Ellie said earlier tonight that when, in her words, when they win this match, which I highly doubt this is going to be as easy as Ellie thinks it is, cover off the back elbow. 1, only a 1 count. She was saying when they win this match, when she wins this match, she's going to go to Shazine and get American Obsession a title shot. Well, I don't know if that's going to work that way, considering the fact that American Obsession haven't been in a proper DCA tag team match in quite a while, actually. Remember, Ellie took that sabbatical after she lost the Wildcats title to Ovana the way she did, and now she's back in the tag team mix with her fiance Envy. Meanwhile, Sugarcast went through an entire tournament to get to the tag team titles, won them from Amy Lynn and Betsy Chairshot, and they have been successful champions ever since. They said they were going to take over the tag team division here in DCA, and that's exactly what they did. There's a clothesline by Ellie. And now cover. 1, 2, no. So you have to think, I would think, yeah, you beat one half of the tag champions if she's able to do it. But in terms of tag team competition, that's a different story. And now, went for the heel kick, nobody home. And now, going again for the scoring neck breaker. Doesn't hit the pin though. She tried it earlier and wasn't effective, and now moonsault, but I think a few too many theatrics there cost her, and a knee right to the head. And Ellie Rose, again, former Wildcats champion, not one to be taken lightly. There's a cover. 1, 2, no. You cannot deny the success of Ellie Rose and Envy Price. You may not like their attitude, the way they go about things. You may not like what they did to Sugarcast, but you cannot deny the talent that these two women have. All four of the women in this scene right now are absolute main eventers, bar none, hands down. There's a cover. 1, 2, no. But Ellie has to realize it's not going to be as easy as she might think it's going to be to take down Kayla here. Not by a long shot. And now, Irish whip. Went for something there and nobody home. Went for something there and Ellie reversed it. Now Ellie with a schoolgirl. Cover. 2, no. And oh wait, no, counter. Off the ropes and a neck snap. And now a springboard stunner. Cover. 2, no. And now Irish whip into the corner. Ellie now counters. It gets out of the way. And now more stomping. This time in the corner. And now look at this. Ellie got her in a torture rack position into the neck breaker. Nicely done by Ellie Rose. Cover. 2, no. We still got a lot more coming for you tonight, including our main event. I can announce it now. 2 of the women who will be in that 6-person gauntlet match at the anniversary show are going to collide. 2 former Wildcats champions as Haley Jonas will take on Lady Beast Mode Vanessa Price. That is our main event here tonight on Wildcats. Neckbreaker by Kayla. Into the cover. Ashley down, checking the shoulders. 1, 2, no. Also, Ariane Sophie Jones will be in action against a mystery opponent. Not of Danny's choosing, but of Shazine's choosing tonight. Considering Danny had a title defense tonight, she probably didn't have time to give any notice of who an opponent would be. As now neckbreaker again, this time over the middle rope. Kayla, what's she thinking here? Kayla gonna fly, oh no! Ellie able to duck underneath, and now that may be the opening she needs. Even Envy was trying to move out of the way, because she almost got taken out. And now, back suplex on the steel guardrail. Counts up to 6 already. 7 as Ellie sends her back inside the ring. Ellie does not want to win this match by a countout. That won't prove her point at all. Big missile drop kick. And the cover. 1, 2, no. A countout or disqualification won't prove anything in Ellie's mind. She wants a definitive win here, but Kayla is not going to let that happen too easily. Big drop kick. And these fans are behind sugar cast every step of the way. Is now going for something there, maybe a suplex, but Ellie blocking with shots to the midsection. Irish whip in the corner, and there's the shoulder tackle. Off the ropes, big knee. And Ellie now going up top. What's she thinking here? Ellie, big elbow drop. Cover. 1, 2, no. Bree George and Envy Price cheering on their respective teammates here in this match. There hasn't been too much interference from them yet. Kayla with the kick to the face. She's won a lot of matches with that maneuver. There's 2, but she doesn't win this one. Again, like I said, it's going to take something very special for one of these 2 women to win this match. Former world champions in the ring right now, all 4 women. And now, go for no autographs, please, but no. Kayla able to counter it, and now into a crucifix pin. There's the count. There's 2 and no. Ellie able to get out of it, and now Ellie trying to come back. But how much damage has been done? There's a jackknife pin. There's 2. Into a sunset flip. We saw this earlier. Just a 2 count. And now Kayla from behind. Now going to the front. Kicking the midsection. Going for something here. And Canadian Destroyer. Symbolic as it may be. Will it get a 3? No. And Ellie retreating to the relative safety of the corner, but I don't know how safe it's going to be. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Ellie Rose with a kick to the midsection, clothesline counter. And Kayla going for a kick again. Nobody home. Kayla gets a kick to the face instead. And now Ellie with a huge right hand. And she might have knocked her out with that. Cover. 2. No. Ellie clearly frustrated that she can't get the win, but she's got to stay on Kayla here. Kayla's a veteran. She knows how to take advantage of every opportunity. Springboard drop kick on the money. Went for a kick, nobody there because she got a kick to the side. Forearm. Went for the kick again, nobody there. Swung and missed. Ellie now looking for something. Right hand. Chop. The Eddie Mack Memorial chops. Drop kick avoided. Kayla off the ropes. Big kick. And Ellie is on the back foot. And now look at these strikes by Kayla. Sending Ellie to a knee. And drops her face first in the mat with a DDT and a moonsault. Cover now. 2. Ooh. 2 3/4. We almost had a winner right there. I'm talking a hair's breadth away from Ellie losing this match. Oh, blocked the kick. And now Ellie has got her up. No autographs, please. Full Nelson facebuster. 1, 2. No. A 2 count. Not a 3. Kayla on the apron, trying to distance herself, but it's not working because Ellie caught her and now drapes her on the middle rope and delivers a neck breaker. Drop kick to the side of the head. And now Ellie's in the driver's seat going up top again, but Kayla's over there trying to catch her. Oh, missing that double axe handle. And now look at this. Kayla, the strength on display, and drops her with a knee. Kayla looking to make Ellie feast her eyes on a 3 count, but no. And you got to wonder how much more are these 2 women going to be able to take. They've hit almost everything on each other, and it's still not enough. Another heel kick. Off the ropes again. Kayla looking for something now. Oh, no, countered. Ellie just able to get out of the way at the very last second. Clothesline avoided. Kicks in the midsection, blocked. Again, another clothesline avoided. Kayla off the ropes, and what a hip attack. And now, Kayla could be set to finish her here. No. Shot to the face. Ellie, no. Double axe handle. Double kick by Kayla to respond. And the senton avoided with the knees. Back and forth we go between these two. Boot avoided. Forearm. And a kapu kick. Ellie slowly getting to her feet. More strikes by Kayla. But can Kayla seal the deal here? Can she finish it off? Another elbow. No. Big right hand. Heel kick avoided. And a kick avoided there. Shots to the back. Clothesline. No. Kick to the midsection. Forearm by Ellie. Ellie running in. Another kick avoided. Another kick avoided. Again, both of these women going back and forth. Shot of obsession. Out of nowhere, shot of obsession. 1, 2, no. And Ellie's the one now wondering what's it gonna take. That shot of obsession came out of nowhere and it was not enough. Kayla now, kick to the face. Double underhook, suplex. An impressive combination, but Ellie coming back, knee. Avoided that double axe handle, kick to the midsection. Kayla, twist of fate. Right in the middle of the ring, there's 2 and no. We've heard all sorts of chants in this match, but it's justified considering the fight these two women are putting on here. And if this is what these two women are putting on, just imagine their partners in the ring with them, fighting for the tag team championships. Kayla back up. Kayla now. Oh my God. Pop up. Styles clash. Nowhere to go. There's 2 and again Ellie kicks out. I don't know what it's going to take anymore. Right hand. Chop avoided. Kayla, more strikes. Avoided that. Ellie now on Brett's rope. The most dangerous rope. Went for the blockbuster, nobody home. And now Kayla with a massive succession of kicks. And now Kayla going up top. Ellie looks like she hurt her knee. Swanton, nobody home. Went for the swanton, nobody home. There's a schoolgirl. 1, 2, no. I thought that schoolgirl would get it. Oh no, there's the kick. Oh wait. No autographs, please. And now Ellie. What's she thinking? Kick to the midsection. Well, went for a kick there, nobody home. Ellie missing the double axe handle, shot to the back, kick avoided. Right hand, no, kick to the midsection by Kayla. Kayla going for something there, countered. Big elbow. And now, oh, wait a minute, from behind. Oh my God, just like a redemption, there's the OCD. Out of nowhere, and it's over. Ellie Rose, once again, showing why she's one of the best in the business today. But what a match between these two women. You want to talk about a fight, this is exactly what you got. 2 of the absolute best in the world going at it here between Kayla and Ellie Rose, and for an unadvertised match. Considering the circumstances with Brie, you gotta admit this was a hell of a showing for both of these women. But the OCD once again set the table, and now, in Ellie's mind, American Obsession are next in line for the Wildcats Tag Team Championships. But I know there's probably a plethora of teams in the back that would dispute that claim. I guess we'll see where things stand coming up very soon. But Ellie Rose is your winner here tonight.
Come in. Those words coming from you.
I told you, there's a lot of women in that locker room that would dispute what Ellie Rose said about American Obsession being next in line. And it seems like Sakura Hagiwara and Reiko Hinamoto are finally ready to continue their tag team journey. And it's going to happen on the next episode of Wildcats. But right now, we talked about this earlier, I did anyway, Ariane Sophie Jones is back on Wildcats, and she is looking to potentially get one step closer to facing Danny Rojas. But the question is, who did Shazine select to face Ariane here tonight? That's the question. I don't think Ariane really cares too much. She just wants to get a shot at Danny. Ariane, one of the fan favorites here on the Wildcats roster, and someone who a lot of people expect big things from. I mean, she got the winning pinfall in that WWEGames match that kicked this whole thing off. This thing with Danny and Ariane has been going on for over a year. Oh my God, wait a minute. I recognize that music. I haven't seen this woman in ages. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelby Danes is back in DCA. This is a legitimate shocker to me. I mean, it was obvious Shazine said she was going to choose Ariane's opponent, but I did not expect in my wildest dreams that Shelby Danes would be back here in DCA. But I mean, if you heard what Shazine said when she came back here to this company, she said that she had reached out at least to some Wrestle Parade talent to try and come back here that were not here in a while, to re-sign some of those guys, some of those girls. And it seems like Shazine has once again upped the ante and has brought Shelby Danes, one of the finest wrestlers on the planet, back to DCA Wildcats, and this is a huge game changer. Shelby Danes, one of the standouts of season 2 of DCA, if you remember, came in with that class with Ayumi Otanashi and Kana Izuka. and Georgia Eagles and all those women that really put the Wildcats, helped put the Wildcats division on the map, and Vanessa Price, obviously, who we'll see in our main event. Those women, if those Wrestle Parade women did not show up here in DCA when they did, this Wildcats division wouldn't have gotten as far as it has, as quickly as it ended up doing. As now Shelby showing her impressive wrestling acumen with those suplexes and quickly into a cover, but only gets a 1 count. I am still just absolutely shocked at the turn of events we have had here tonight, and we're still not even done yet. We still have a 4-way to decide who's going to go to face the Goddess Champion, to potentially become the new Goddess Champion at the anniversary special. That's still coming up. As Shelby into the cover, only a 1 count. We have that coming up, and then we have our main event between Haley Jonas and Vanessa Price coming up. So we still have a loaded card still set for you here tonight on Wildcats. So again, thank you for joining me here for this huge night. And if you could, please leave a like on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed to the channel, and please hit the bell to enable notifications to let you know when episodes air. And if you want to donate a little bit more, if you want to help a little bit more on the channel, there's 2 and a kick out. Consider going to our Patreon. It's free to join, but if you want to level up your game, if you will, it's just $5 a month to do so. You get some nice perks in the process. Some new perks coming soon, by the way. There is a snap suplex of Ariane's own there. And now Ariane running in. Nope. Missing the boot. In the corner. Now, chops and punches galore by Shelby Danes. And now Shelby went for a double axe handle. Nobody home. Ariane now. Suplex position. And a brainbuster on the knee. There's a cover. There's 2. Nope. Ariane had to have been watching earlier tonight, watching Danny Rojas's match, wishing it was her in there in that ring with her, but she's got to get through Shelby Danes first to do so. And that's no easy feat. Trust me, Shelby Danes, like I said, one of the finest wrestlers you're ever going to see. And if you're an OG DCA Day 1 fan, if you're an OG fan who either started from the beginning or specifically started around season 2, you'll know that I'm right about Shelby Danes. This woman went toe-to-toe with some of the best in the division at that time. In the cover, 1, 2, no. And she's still going strong. And she's showing you why right here. And if she really is back on the Wildcats roster, if she has re-signed with the Wildcats roster, then Lord knows I'm really thinking that this is going to be a game changer for this division, especially if she's going to go after the Diamonds title like Ariane seems to be doing. There's a famouser 2 count, no. That Diamonds Championship is becoming a very sought-after title here in DCA. Of course, we know after Redemption that Suzuka's the new Fever champion after Izunami put her nose in that business and ended up costing Miyako the championship. And now, big powerbomb by Shelby. Cover. 1, 2, 2 3/4. And Shelby can't believe it. But anyway, Suzuka, the new DCA Fever champion. There's 2 and no. And And we heard from the Lotus Collective on social media saying that they have essentially offered Akira Yukimura a spot back in their family, quote unquote. And they have invited, oh, wait a minute. Hold that thought. Spinning tombstone. And that could be a cover. 1, 2, 2.5. But I was going to say, it seems like Suzuka and Uzunami has said they will be at the anniversary show to, I guess, celebrate Akira returning to the Lotus Collective. There's a butterfly suplex, and that might be it for Ariane. No. So I guess the question is, will Akira show up? I mean, she didn't show up at Redemption, and we saw all the signs that were plastered all over the building when the people thought she was going to be there. You got to wonder if this is going to make Akira show up to be there for her family, quote unquote. We all saw what happened when Morgan seemingly disrespected the family. She got a brutal beating for it. But back to this match, Shelby now up top, crossbody caught by Ariane. And what's she thinking here? Fireman's carry position into the detonation kick. Cover. 1, 2, no. Shelby, as tough as they come, it's going to take a lot more than that to put her away. Obviously. And now backbreaker. And the boot to the face. Up top now. Ariane double foot stomp, nobody home. And with those cowgirl boots on, that would have been even worse. But got a drop kick for her efforts. Cover. 2. Just a 2 count. And you know Shelby's going to look to make a good first impression on her return to Wildcats also. She does not want, even in a loss, she does not want to embarrass herself as if she's ever embarrassed herself. Because I don't think she's ever embarrassed herself at all. But you know what I'm talking about. And she was going for the most overused move in virtual wrestling, but Ariane saw it coming. Swanton avoided because Shelby was rolling to the ropes. Whether by instinct or on purpose, and maybe it was on purpose because she gave her a drop toe hold into the middle rope rather, and gives her a knee to the chest. And an elbow right to the side of the jaw. And now kick to the midsection, blocked by Ariane. And flips her over into a knee. And that may be it. That might have knocked Shelby Danes out, but it doesn't. And Ariane, I think, is starting to realize exactly what kind of fight she's in right now. This is no ordinary wrestler she's in the ring with. She is in there with somebody who knows exactly what she's doing at all times. As you see right there, Gorilla Press counted into a sunset flip. And we've seen a lot of sunset flips tonight. And we've seen a lot of counters to the sunset flip tonight. Ariane running in. Ariane headlock into the driver. Head first into the mat. 1, 2. And at 2.5, Shelby kicks out. And you have to wonder, is Ariane a little distracted by Danny Rojas? Can she focus long enough to get this win here? Big drop kick. And Ariane obviously feeling it, but she's got to stay focused. She cannot get too roped into the crowd, pun intended. She's got to stay focused on Shelby right now because Shelby will take advantage and get the win here. And if that's the case, that sets Ariane back on her quest to face Danny Rojas. And now roll up with her legs. 1, 2, no. And now off the ropes, went for the swanton again, avoided. Crucifix pin. 1, 2, 2 count. Shelby off the ropes, went for the lariat, nobody home. Ariane able to get out of the way. And now Ariane with a strike, but no. Shelby able to take her down, right hand avoided. Ariane sends Shelby into the corner. And what's she thinking here? Went for something, maybe a scoop slam, but gets a reverse DDT. Now Shelby on Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope. Being a Canadian, she knows that well, and she knew how to do that. That is a Canadian staple. An elbow to the back of the head from the middle rope. And now, suplex. Butterfly variety. Another suplex of the butterfly variety. And a big face buster. Will that be it? 2. No. Both of these women going back and forth. But can Shelby put her away? Uppercut avoided. And now Ariane gonna give her a taste of her own medicine in a sort of kind of way. Rolling crucifix pin. 1, 2, no. Ariane off the ropes, but gets caught with a power slam. And now Shelby off the ropes and gets caught with a power bomb. 1, 2, no. Kick avoided, right hand blocked, forearm blocked, right hand blocked, kick avoided, right hand blocked again, kick avoided, right hand connected. And now, again a right hand. Shelby, crossbody connects. Didn't get it earlier, got it all this time, but only a 2. And this crowd is on their feet right now. Drop kick avoided. And now headlock driver in the middle of the ring. Oh, but Shelby's right back up. Uppercut. Shelby waiting for Ariane to get up. Ariane avoided the uppercut. Drop kick avoided. Clothesline avoided. Another clothesline avoided. Uppercut connects. And now Shelby looking to finish her off. No. Forearm. And lariat. 1, 2. Again, just a 2. You want to talk about a match? I mean, we've had some hell of a matches going on tonight. And again, like I told you, we're still not done. And now, wait a minute. Butterfly suplex from the top rope. Oh my God, Ariane's right back up in a spear. That has to, oh my God. I was going to say that has to be it, but obviously Ariane is seeing that that's not the case. And both of these women slugging it out now. What more do these two women have to do to beat the other? What more do these women have to do to put the other woman down? Drop kick avoided. Double axe handle avoided. And now small package. Small package. 2, no. Shelby running in. Nope. Avoided that. Spear again. And now Ariane looking to finish her quickly. Nope. Avoided by Shelby. Drop kick. Had Danny Rojas on the mind. I apologize, folks. But I'm pretty sure that's who these two women are probably thinking about as well. For Ariane, it's been a year in the making, at least. For Shelby, it may just be the fact that she feels like if Ariane loses, she should get a shot at Danny Rojas. Uppercut avoided. Ariane from behind. Big suplex. 1, 2, no. And at some point, fatigue has got to set in if it hasn't already for these two women. What more do they have to do? I honestly don't know. Kick to the midsection and a kick avoided. That tornado kick avoided. Kick to the midsection. Boot avoided. Kick to the midsection. And now some dirty boxing by Ariane. Double axe handle, but Shelby's right back up. And a right hand. And Ariane's back up. And a spear. I'll tell you what, regardless of who wins or who loses, I would love to see this match a second time because this has been amazing. Both of these women not giving up. Both of these women showing why they are here on the Wildcats roster, showing what the Wildcats division is all about. That small package, nothing doing. Ariane, big tornado kick. Hook in the leg. There's 2, and again, Shelby kicks out. Ariane powerbomb position, no. Shelby able to counter. Right hands. And now Shelby using her striking to her advantage. Sending Ariane into the corner. And now what's she thinking? Is she thinking maybe another butterfly suplex from the top? Yes, she is. But Ariane shots to the midsection and sends her down. Oh, and Shelby's right back up, but gets the cowgirl kiss. And a German, but the ropes. And that's what plagued her at Redemption, the countdown show. Those rope breaks after the cowgirl kiss. She could not get it anywhere away from the ropes, and that's what cost her. But she ultimately won, but it took a while to get there because of those ropes. Shelby with an STO. And now Shelby thinking of going up top again. Look out. Double axe handle avoided. Cowgirl kiss. Can she hit it? She does, but can she do it? No, again the ropes. And I don't blame Ariane on that exchange. She was out of it. Kick to the face. Maybe she's going to have to use something other than that cowgirl kiss German suplex combo. Oh, but I spoke too soon. Hit it a third time, and this time it's away from the ropes. Ariane moving her away from the ropes. No ropes to save Shelby this time, and it's over. And Ariane earns her second win in this quest for 3, in this quest to face Danny Rojas. But give it up for Shelby Danes and her DCA return. Like I said, if this is the return of Shelby full-time to the roster, And if she's going to go after the Diamonds title as well, then look out. But this cowgirl kiss into the German suplex. But you can tell Ariane was winded. She was out of it, and she knew, though, she had to get her away from the ropes this time, and that's exactly what she did. Hooked the leg, and it was over. Ariane with another win, getting her closer and closer to that match she wants with Dani Rojas. But like I said before, I would love to see this match again if it's possible, because this was a hell of a fight. And I know Shelby would say the same thing. Congratulations to Ariane Sophie Jones for another impressive victory. And congratulations to Shelby Danes as well. I hope you stick around, Shelby. Oh, wait a minute. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We have a huge match set for the anniversary show. It will be Amber Stevens and Sierra Knight one more time. And honestly, I can't wait for that match. They have not been in the ring with each other in a very, very long time. But ladies and gentlemen, we are getting set for our second four-way match to determine who will face Ayumi Otanashi for the Goddess Championship. And here comes one of the most popular women on the Wildcats roster, a current champion, mind you, in UWL, in Aaron Michaels' favorite wrestler, Sarah Miller. I won't mention why she's Aaron's favorite wrestler here on this broadcast position. I would allow Jeb to do that, but he's not here tonight, thank God. So I'm just going to say, watch UWL, like and subscribe, and you'll understand why. Or just follow Sarah on her social media, and you'll understand why. But she's a hell of a wrestler. That's why she's here on the roster. And speaking of a hell of a wrestler, someone I did not expect to ever see back here again, the Sergeant's back. I'll tell you, if you want your fan service, you got it, because you got Sarah Miller on one hat side, and then you got Sergeant Clemens coming down the ramp in that outfit. But this isn't SRW. They're going to be back very soon, by the way. Just from FYI, a little 4 while breaking anyway. Right, anyway, the Sarge is back. We have not seen her since she lost at Cyber Chase to Sakura Hagiwara in her attempt to try and bring Reiko Hinamoto back to her side. But now, I guess the Sarge is sticking around to try and become a Goddess Champion. A title, by the way, that Sakura Hagiwara pretty much defined in her image. And how fitting would it be if the Sarge came in here and won this match and then went to the anniversary show and won the Goddess title and sticking it directly into Sakura's face in the process. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of UWL, a woman who recently appeared in UWL, the Rave Slayer and former Wildcats champion, Maimimi Ishibashi. Getting the names wrong, everybody. There's a name card for that. Anyway, the Rave Slayer has arrived. A former Wildcats champion, a former Wildcats tag team champion, and a woman who, let's be real, has not been the same since her partner Aubrey Williams, let's just call a spade. Her career may have been ended by Eve Heron at Revelations 9, and we have not seen or heard from Aubrey ever since what happened to her in that cell. And ever since then, Maimimi has been kind of on a journey of self-discovery once again, ending up in UWL of all places. It's great that she's there, by the way. Wait a minute, this is new music I've never heard of before. I haven't heard this music. But oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to talk about returns? Megan Van Horn is back. And she looks a whole hell of a lot different than the last time we saw her. But this is a huge surprise. Former Fever champion, former Wildcats tag team champion, one of the most successful champions on this roster, with her partner Mari Pond in Pirate Life. But this is not Pirate Mari. This is professional wrestler. This is not Pirate Megan, I should say. This is professional wrestler Megan Van Horn. This is third generation Megan Van Horn, the Van Horn family right now. And this just put a wrinkle in this entire situation here. I can't believe it. Megan Van Horn back in the fold here on the Wildcats roster. I mean, we've seen Shelby Danes tonight. We've seen, and now we're seeing. Sorry, I'm getting some notes here from Rediker, Wayne's trusty assistant. Apparently, she is now being called the American Gladiator, as if her attire and her whole look didn't shout that from the rooftops. The American Gladiator, Megan Van Horn. I mean, honestly, I did not see this coming. And I don't think the women in this match, oh my God, look at the power. Megan Van Horn, oh my God. And I think Sarah did not take too kindly to someone else plexing somebody. That's her shtick. That's her gimmick. And now my Mimi went for a head kick. I mean, excuse me, a headbutt. And meanwhile, the Sarge is taking out the Gladiator. But Sarah Miller breaking that up. And now Sarah and the Sarge going at it. Some people might pay extra for that, but this is not the time nor the place. It's now Megan getting attacked by my Mimi. And now my Mimi, what's she thinking here? My Mimi off the ropes and drop kicks Megan. And now this has devolved into a fight, as it should have obviously been from the beginning with the Sergeant here. And now Megan getting tagged by a very angry Sarah, and Sarah's saying, this is how you plex. This is how you do it. And a face buster to follow it up, but now Megan down on the mat is my Mimi going after Sarah, and the Sarge just waiting her turn, as you can see. And now what's the Sarge thinking here? Sarah up, Sarah down, and oh my God! I'm telling you, this Megan Van Horn is going to be a force here in the Wildcats division if she wins or loses this match. And the Sarge trying to take some teeth away from Megan Van Horn's face with these right hands. And a leg drop as now Sarah's going for the cover. And the Sarge didn't realize it. Didn't matter anyway. There's only a 1 count. And what the heck is Sarah doing? I guess Sarah trying to shout out somebody who's trying to get her attention, Aaron Michaels. Not gonna, you know. That's a different story for a different day. And now look at this, the Sarge and Sarah teaming up. Some people would pay extra for that, but that's not the time nor this is not the time nor the place for that. This is about who's gonna face Ayumi at the anniversary show. Face buster by my Mimi, but the Sarge breaking it up. And now the Sarge with a face buster. And now Sarah, oh my gosh, Sarah's gonna plex the Sarge. Some people would pay extra for that. But this is not the time nor the place. Sarah showing exactly why she is a champion in UWL. I think she's the Surge champion, if I'm not mistaken. No, Sparks champion, sorry. Sparks champion. Either the Sparks champion or the Level Up champion. She's one of those two. I know that for a fact. And she has had that championship for a very long time. But again, that just shows you the kind of caliber that Sarah Miller has been. As now look at this, the power of my Mimi. And the knee right after. And now Megan Van Horn back in the mix. And Sarah down on the mat, not realizing it. Stun gun by my Mimi. And now Sarah with a suplex, teardrops variation. But the Sarge taking her down, and speaking of taking down, my Mimi taking down Megan Van Horn, which might be the smartest thing she can do in this situation. Obviously, Megan has the clear power advantage. And a headbutt. And a kick. Oh my God, she kicked her all the way across the ring. She kicked her so hard. In the corner, Megan now in trouble, but now the Sarge has got my Mimi and sends her into the opposite corner. And now Megan's back. And she sends the Sarge off the ropes into a power slam. As Sarah gives my Mimi a knee. And now a shoulder tackle. And now Megan with a clothesline to Sarah. And a kick, a knee by my Mimi. And now my Mimi again taking Sarah down. Taking my Megan down. A lot of women going in this match here. As now Megan kicking My Mimi kicking Megan in the face, and the Sarge just suplexed Sarah out of the ring. Apologies if this is getting a little too complicated to call here, but with the action going on all at one time, it's hard to keep track sometimes. As the Sarge just clotheslined Sarah, and now Megan trying to come back, but my Mimi grabs her by the hair and sends her into the corner. Kick, punch, 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 and now my Mimi just sending her down as Megan is in trouble. Sarah went for a pin there, nobody home because my Mimi broke it up. And a clothesline. And now she's going for a pin and the Sarge breaks it up. And now a shoulder tackle by Megan Van Horn. Wait a minute. My Mimi's got her up. Back lace. And Sarah and the Sarge dealing with their own problems. My Mimi's going up top. And a senton. Pinfall. Sarah not realizing it. One count only. Sarah breaking it up. Again, the winner of this match will face Yumio Tanahashi at the anniversary show. As the Sarge going for a pin on my Mimi. Only a 2 count. Sarah didn't see it because she's kicking Sarah, kicking Megan where it hurts. And now, oh no. Oh, wait a minute. Prison of Love. Prison of Love. But there's Megan Van Horn from behind. And a clothesline. And now the Sarge, nope. Megan, I think Megan just might be too powerful for the Sarge. And the Sarge usually likes power and control, but not in this case. And there's my Mimi with a forearm. And now, oh wow. My Mimi kicking Megan in the head, disorienting her. And now the Sarge with a powerbomb to Sarah. And a German suplex to Megan. And the Sarge is flexing her muscle. Delayed vertical suplex. And my Mimi gets kneed out of the ring. Polish hammer by Megan onto the Sarge. And now, big knee lift. And a chair by my Mimi. And a plex by Sarah. This match has gone completely off the rails, as expected. And wait a minute, Megan Van Horn gonna take advantage of that suplex on the steel chair. No! If Sarah didn't, if my Mimi didn't kick out, Sarah wouldn't have been able to make it. And Megan would have won this match. Just gotta be honest here, folks. Oh no. Megan. Oh my God! That's gotta be it. 1, 2, no! I thought it was over, but it was not over. That lariat dropped Sarah like a bad habit. And now my Mimi gonna try and take advantage, but I mean, as you can see, Sarah is still down. She has not recovered since that lariat. And now the Sarge gonna try, as Sarah's telling Sarge where to kiss it. Some people would pay extra for that, but that's not the time nor the place. Meanwhile, Megan's back in the ring going after my Mimi. My Mimi and Megan have been going at it through this entire matchup. German suplex only gets a 1 count by Sarah. And now my Mimi gets plexed again. And here comes the Sarge taking advantage. And a flapjack. Knee to the midsection by my Mimi. Knee to the face. Oh, wait a minute. And now my Mimi's getting plexed. Teardrop style. There's 2. And now a third one. Connecting. Meanwhile, the Sarge is getting kneed in the face by my Mimi, and my Mimi kicks her down. And now, oh, what is this? Right to the knee of Sarah. And now my Mimi sends Megan out of the ring. And now she's going to try to take advantage. But there's the Sarge. Every woman for herself. And a Russian leg sweep. And a kick by Sarah. And now Sarah from behind. Looking for another suplex. And she's going to connect with one. And now my Mimi. Look out. Uranagi. The Sarge. Back suplex. And here comes Megan. With a big blackjack. Excuse me, a bulldog. Excuse me. And now kicking my Mimi right in the chest. And a kendo stick by the Sarge. Breaking it over Megan's face. That doesn't shock me one bit with the Sarge. Megan is back up somehow, but Sarah's going to meet her. Oh, never mind. And now out of the ring, Sarah Miller on the apron. Oh no, wait a minute. This is one suplex Sarah's not going to like. Jesus! And now my Mimi with a chair, but gets a Polish hammer, but it doesn't knock her down. My Mimi now backbreaker, showing off her strength and just shoving her away, but a DDT on the chair by the Sarge. And now Sarah runs into a knee. Meanwhile, the Sarge has got my Mimi for a suplex on that dented up chair. Lariat from behind by the Sarge. I honestly don't know who's going to win this thing. All four of these women have an equal shot, in my opinion. Oh no. Megan catching her with an exploder. And now Sarah sits down on my Mimi. Some people would pay extra for that, but that's not the time or place. Sarah trying to win this match. And now Sarah goes over the top rope. And now it's just my Mimi and Megan. Oh my God. German suplex. Into the lariat. Oh my God. Meanwhile, the Sarge and Sarah are beating the hell out of each other on the outside of the ring. Megan now is going after the woman who's been going after her all night long in my Mimi. And it's funny, my Mimi and Megan have had such a epic rivalry with each other in the tag team division, and Megan has not forgotten that, but these are not the same two women. This is not Pirate Megan, and this is damn sure not Brave City Siren, my Mimi. And now, oh, forearm. Into the corner. Sarah now trying to come back. My Mimi from behind. European uppercut onto Sarah. And now, oh, wait a minute, gut wrench. Powerbomb by Megan. It's funny, in UWL, my Mimi said she doesn't want to relive the past. She wants to start a new future, but I think Megan is making it perfectly clear tonight she hasn't forgotten about the past. Oh no. Oh no. Jesus! What a suplex. And now Sarah with a suplex of her own. And this could be it. One. No, the Sarge breaking it up. And now, wait a minute. Gut buster. Onto Sarah. Elbow drop. My Mimi now coming in trying to take out the Sarge. And now a Uranagi. But the Sarge going outside. Sarah's outside. And now it's down again to my Mimi and Megan. Oh, big 2 feet right in the face of the Polish hammer. Meanwhile, the Sarge is going after Sarah. And now, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Good Lord. That again. Starts trying to get in, but it's too late. And oh, look at what we have here. At the 12-year anniversary show, it's gonna be two of Wrestle Parade's finest. Two women that helped build the Wildcats division, going at it for the Goddess title. Ayumi Otanashi, the Miracle Butterfly, against the American Gladiator, Megan Van Horn. Will Megan become the new Goddess Champion? We will find out at the anniversary show. What's up, guys? D-Wall here, and I wanted to thank you for watching another episode of DCA Wrestling. If you would, I'd like to take a moment to tell you about how you can support this channel and support me directly going forward, and that is through Patreon. For just $5 a month, you get early access to all kinds of different content, including the Flowcast, where I talk about wrestling, video games, and other things. And you get early access to my next big project, which is a Saints Row fan discusses Saints Row. My very first video essay where I discuss the entire Saints Row franchise and my thoughts on the matter. But also you get access to other kinds of content, including Let's Plays, walkthroughs, and early access to content before it goes out on YouTube. And most importantly, you directly impact me and this channel with your support, with your contribution. It's totally optional as always, but any help is help nonetheless. And I thank you every single day for all of your support, because without you, none of this is possible. If you'd like more information, please head down to the link in the description and check it out. Patreon.com/DCA Gaming. Thank you, and let's get back to the show.
Let's go. I got big dreams, I'ma do big things. Yeah, you see me on the big screen looking so clean. I don't move slow, I move fast, right past anybody taking life for granted. Yeah, that's too bad. I'd be grateful for everything that I have. You only got this life, you don't get it back. Make the most of it, become the best that I can. Everybody look at me, I got a plan. You gotta
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and as you just saw, the 12-year anniversary celebration is coming up. We've just passed our 12th year anniversary officially back on June 1st, but that doesn't mean we can't have ourselves a little celebration, and that's exactly what we are going to have coming up in just a few weeks' time. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it, and considering the card that just got fleshed out tonight, this is going to be one of the biggest cards we've ever had, and we seem to say that on every show we have these days. The 12-year anniversary celebration is coming up, and here is the card as it stands right now. Javad Fox will put the Burnout title on the line on the next takedown against Travis Touchdown. The winner of that match will face Michael Connolly, champion versus champion, non-title, at the anniversary show. We heard this earlier tonight. Danny Rojas is giving Ariane her shot, a match early for the Diamonds title. Will Ariane finally win against Danny? This was made official a moment ago. Ayumi Otanashi, Megan Van Horn for the vacant DCA Goddess Championship. Miracle Butterfly versus American Gladiator. A rivalry renewed. Amber Stevens, Sierra Knight. How appropriate that on the 12-year anniversary celebration, these two pioneers collide one last time. No disqualification. Gorilla Black, Tyler Parks. This one has been personal ever since Gorilla took Tyler out. And now they're going to collide on the anniversary show. And this one's personal as well. Zach Stone, James Dark 2. James wants to teach Zach about the tradition. Zach, though, wants to put James in his rearview mirror for good. Gauntlet match. Ovana Morgan, Heather Ray, Haley Jonas, Carmen Cortez, Vanessa Price, and Morgan Rancroft. One woman will get the shot against the Wildcats champion at Death and Defiance. And speaking of that match, it is official. Eve Heron, Beatrix Decker, the Wildcats title on the line. We are at DEFCON 5, if that you can even call it that, for the belt. The biggest prize in the Wildcats division is on the line. And then Dante Styles gave it to Zaya Steele on the last takedown, rather. World title on the line, the rematch from Redemption. Can Zaya Steele win back the world title, or will Dante still remain the reign of him? It is the 12-year anniversary celebration. It is coming up in just a matter of weeks, folks, as we get closer and closer to the end of this long season 10 of the Destiny Championship Alliance. And my God, it has been a hell of a season, and we're still not done yet. We're not done with the season, and we are not done with this episode, because we have one match to go, and it is our main event. Our main event is coming up, folks. And there she is, the Hellcat herself, Haley effing Jonas, a former Wildcats champion in her own right, and someone who would love to become Wildcats champion one more time, but to do it, she's got to go through 5 other women in a gauntlet match. And if you don't know the rules of a gauntlet match, then I don't know what the heck you're doing being a wrestling fan, but I'll tell you anyway. 2 women are going to start the contest. If you get pinned or made to submit, count out or disqualification, you are out. And then another woman is going to enter. And so on and so forth until we are down to 1 woman standing. And that woman, whoever it is, will take on either Eve Heron or Beatrix Decker at the anniversary show. Or excuse me, at Death and Defiance after the anniversary show. And we already know at the anniversary show, that title match is going to be a hell of a fight. And at Defiance, we already know the other match that's been made official from earlier tonight. Destiny Williams will face Gravity's champion Andy Jaden one more time. And speaking of a woman who's a former Wildcats champion, you want to talk about this woman, Lady Beast Mode, Vanessa Price. You want to talk about a woman who pioneered this division, you're looking at her right there. I talked earlier about the Wrestle Parade roster that came in here in Season 2 and helped make this division. Vanessa Price, perhaps, defined it faster than any of the others did. Came in and immediately made an impact. Became the Wildcats champion, had a hell of a rivalry with Akira Yukimura, which, to be honest, made both of their DCA careers. And she has been a staple on this brand ever since. And now she has an opportunity to win a championship she has not held since 2015. A 2-time Wildcats champion in her own right. But only one will win that gauntlet. And we're getting our preview of it right here tonight. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the main event of Wildcats episode 225. It is the Hellcat Haley Jonas versus Lady Beast Mode Vanessa Price. And before this match gets too far underway, I promised an update on Juliet Starling earlier on in the night. We understand that she has been taken to a hospital here in Nashville for further evaluation, and we understand that Ovana did go with her in the ambulance. Ironic enough, her partner in the Succubus Club, Beatrix Decker, recently made good use of an ambulance, but nonetheless, Juliet is being evaluated, and we hope to have more information as it becomes available. It doesn't look like anything is too seriously bad with her, but they want to be extra sure, which is why she's staying overnight for evaluation, and Ovana is with her at that hospital. So hopefully we'll have more info in the coming days. As you see now, Haley hooking up Vanessa for a suplex, and she connects with it. And now some dirty boxing from Haley. And now look out. Haley drops her down. Cover. There's 2 and no. And now, Vanessa catching her. No, super kick blocked. Kick to the midsection. Now the kick avoided. And now look out. Sky high, schoolgirl, pin. Only a 1 count. And now, big elbow drop. And now, suplex of her own, no, countered. And a chop block. And now, big right hand. And now, look at this. Working on the leg of Vanessa Price. Trying to slow her down, perhaps. And a shot right to the midsection. And now again, working on the legs. Texas Cloverleaf. Locked in. And she's got that locked in right in the center of the ring, but oh, look at the athleticism of Vanessa with a drop kick to get out of it. And now, hammerlock, back suplex. And now Vanessa, look out, caught with a spine buster and a jackknife pin, high stack, 1, 2, no. And now just kicking away is Haley Jonas, not surprising. Haley with that ground and pound offense. Double feet to the face, and then a drop kick to the chest. And now Irish whip again, chop. And now running through with a drop kick. And now cover. On to Haley by Vanessa. There's 2 and no. And ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm a few matches here for the next episode of DCA Wildcats. Sorry, I was getting my notes together as Haley now with these shots right to the back. But yes, the next episode of DCA Wildcats, the final episode before the anniversary show, is going to be a huge one. Heather Ray is going to be in action. We don't know her opponent just yet, but we do know she will be in action as now Vanessa with a pump handle slam. Cover, 2, no. Also, we heard earlier Sakura Hagiwara and Reiko Hinamoto will be in the tag division, and they will have an official match on the next Wildcats against Akari Star and Crystal of the Carnival. That is on the next episode as well. And also, big suplex by Vanessa. Also, the highly anticipated match between Kiva Andrews and Annie Cortez. Annie will be back on Wildcats to settle her score with Kiva Andrews next time on Wildcats. As Haley with a cover. 1, 2, no. And also, despite Danny's match with Ariane being official for the anniversary show, it may not be a championship match because she is once again putting her title on the line on the next Wildcats. This time, the challenge was answered by Sin. So Sin will be the next challenger for Danny's title coming up on the next Wildcats. But whether Danny wins or loses, that match with Ariane is still going to take place. As now, Haley with a cover. 1, 2, no. As now, Haley now in the corner goes Vanessa. And now what's this? Butterfly suplex. And Haley in control. But also on the next episode, we are going to determine who will be the first challenger for Suzuka and the Fever Championship. It will be former champions Selena Zeta and Kite Young colliding, and the winner of that match will face Suzuka at Death and Defiance with the Fever title on the line. So it is going to be a very loaded episode on the next Wildcats. As now Vanessa Price back to this match. Look at this big moonsault. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. And Haley rolled through, went for a kick to the midsection. Now going for strikes instead, but gets a kick to the midsection. Excuse me, a punch in the midsection. Kick. And a shot to the back. As expected, this match has been a fight as we've anticipated it. And you obviously would have to expect a fight going into a match with Haley Jonas. Kicks in the midsection, again blocked. More strikes, more punches. And now off the ropes again, kicks to the midsection. And again, just every time Vanessa tries for something, she keeps getting shut down. And now right into the steel turnbuckle. The steel barricade. And now Irish whip into Ashley inadvertently. And now, what's Vanessa? Oh, you know what she's thinking here. A split-legged moonsault. Classic Vanessa Price. 1, 2, no. And now Irish whip by Vanessa. Haley able to block that. And a clothesline sends her down. And now look out. Vanessa, another roll up. No. Oh, no. And now kick. And another shot. Haley, the master of shutting her opponent down at a moment's notice. Drop kick missed. And the one-hit quitter. One-hit quitter by Haley Jonas. And that might be it. 2, no. Again, 2 women, former Wildcats champions. Haley in her right, a former Queens of Wrestling champion as well. And flapjack. And now, Haley up top. Oh, went for a fish drop. Nobody there. And a German suplex. Captured German. 1, 2, no. And now, wait a minute. And now a counter. And now Irish whip by Haley in the corner. Oh no. Counter, and now look at this. The boot right to the face. And now in the corner again, Vanessa trying to set something up, but it gets an elbow. Kick to the midsection, blocked. Another kick. Another shot, excuse me. Kick to the midsection, caught. And forearm. Oh, caught with a scoop slam. Haley off the ropes, drop kick avoided. And now, chop. And now look out. Again caught. And now Haley in control once again. But again, Vanessa. And there's a suplex, but you can see the damage. And Vanessa again trying to come back and gets caught. And every time Vanessa tries something, Haley just shuts her down immediately. Chop, countered. Haley, one hit a quarter, no counter. And now, there's the Pele. Off the ropes. Nope. Countered. Oh my God! Uppercut countered. And now Haley with the knee drop and nobody home. Right to the midsection again by Haley. Haley off the ropes. Vanessa caught her with an arm drag. And now wait a minute. Look at this. STF. STF by Vanessa, but now using her power to her advantage to get out of that. And now clothesline by Haley. And another clothesline. Haley Jonas trying to get her momentum back as well. 2 clotheslines and missing the third. And now all went for something blocked. Nope, countered. Chop, countered. Punch, countered. And now look out. No. Look at this. Facebuster, excuse me. Facebuster countered into a power slam and then a knee. Right to the knee of Haley. And Haley now trying to roll to the ropes. Vanessa Irish whip. Looking for something. Haley blocked it. And now Haley again with the strikes. But Vanessa coming back. And now back and forth we go. Vanessa isn't going to win a striking match with Haley, so she's got to use her speed and her cunning to her advantage, as you see right there with a crucifix pin. 1, 2, no. And now Haley back up. More strikes, more punches, and a double axe handle. Double kick to the face. Drop kick avoided. And more strikes by Haley. And now Haley is just going to ground and pound and wear her out. And now again, Haley just using what brought her to the dance. And there's the one-hitter quitter again. Can Haley put it away? No. Went for the #1 stunner, but the foot got caught. Chop blocked. Right to the midsection again. Another kick countered. Both of these women, as expected, going back and forth. Knee lift. And now Vanessa's on the back foot. And look at this. Haley using her fingers to get the upper hand. Again, another counter by Vanessa. Drop kick avoided. Another kick countered. Back and forth and back and forth. Kick again avoided. No. Countered again. Haley just continues to wear out. And I'm talking wearing out Vanessa. And now, look out. Was Vanessa going for this again? Yes, she is. Split-legged moonsault. And now, can she hit the price check? No. Back elbow. Small package. 1, 2, no. Vanessa, can she have it here? No! I don't know what Vanessa's got to do at this point. I honestly don't know. Crucifix pin. 1, 2, no! Super kick countered. Wait a minute. #1 stunner. 1, 2, and 3. No. It's just a 2. Again. Both of these women have hit their best moves on each other, and it's still not enough. And now, running in, big right hand. Haley off the ropes, clothesline, no, counter with a stun gun. And a super kick by Vanessa. Trying to do anything to keep her down at this point. 2, no. Again, I don't know what it's going to take, but it's going to have to take something pretty special for one of these two women to beat the other right now. No, countered. And now Haley again. What is she going to do? No. 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 Back and forth and back and forth again. Wait a minute, number one stunner. She got it. Cover. 1, 2, and oh. Cover. 1, 2, and oh, Vanessa got her hand on the rope. Her hand on the rope. Oh, wait. Look out. And pump handle slam. Vanessa, out of exhaustion, goes for the cover, and now it's Haley who gets the rope. I don't blame her, but you got to stay focused, and Vanessa, don't let that temper get to you. And this is what happens. Small package. Hooks up and only 2. And now Haley sizing up Vanessa, going for another one. Nobody home. Right to the face. And capture German suplex again. There's 2 and again countered with a 2 count. Not enough for 3. And now clothesline over the top rope. Vanessa over the top rope. I agree with these people, but Haley again coming back. Both of these women want momentum going into that gauntlet match at the anniversary show. And now, oh, kicked away again. Drop kick. Super kick countered. Haley. Wait a minute. DDT snapped her on her head. And now, off the ropes, Haley. No. Elbow countered. And now again another roll up. 1, 2. No. This match has been going on for, I would bet, about close to 30 minutes now. And they're still going at it. Vanessa up top. Looking for something. Moonsault. Nobody home. And now again, Vanessa, with all the strength she has left, counters that foot. Kick to the midsection and a shot to the back. Oh, but Vanessa's back up. Clothesline avoided. And now going for the price check again. Caught with a power slam. And now Haley sizing her up. Again, caught the foot. Super kick caught. Haley. Wait, no. Vanessa takes her down. Oh, but Haley's right back up. Block the punch. Block the chop. Right hand. Block that punch. Right to the midsection. Block that chop. Block the... No, didn't block the punches. She's going for these body shots. More body shots. And the one-hitter quitter again. Vanessa is out, and this could be it. She's setting her up. Could she hit? No again. Caught by Vanessa. Oh, but Haley runs in. No chop. And another chop. The Eddie Mac Memorial Chops gets blocked by Haley. Haley going again. Takes her down, but Vanessa's right back up. Polish Hammer countered. Price check countered. Clothesline. And now Haley again setting her up, sizing her up. No, caught the foot again. Now more kicks to the inner thigh. Again caught. Shot to the face. And now she's got her. Price check. Oh, but wait a minute, she's not done. A second price check. And she's still not done. Third price check. 3 in a row. It's over. What a freaking match. As you can tell, my voice is going out because of how amazing this match was. But that's what happens when you get 2 Wildcats champions in the ring at the same time. And this might be what we see in that gauntlet match if things pan out the way that they do. But for tonight, Haley Jonas got a price check not once, not twice, but 3 times in a row. And Haley was out for the count. And Vanessa Price gets momentum heading in to that gauntlet match as Vanessa looks to become Wildcats champion one more time, but she's got a whole plethora of other opponents lined up to take her down as well. That's all the time we have for Wildcats, folks. Thank you for joining me. I will see you on Takedown.